Hey guys, my name is Raf, and have you ever played a video game that is not supposed to be scary, but then you get to a section of the game and the enemies are terrifying? Well, today we're going to check out 5 horrifying enemies from video games that are not supposed to be scary, so here you go. Number 1, Baron von Globba from Bubble Bubble. This was an awesome game that I used to play when I was younger, where you had to capture enemies with bubbles that came out of your mouth, which when I think about it now is kind of nasty. But anyways, if you were taking way too long on a level, an alarm would sound, and all of a sudden a skeleton whale looking thing would come out of nowhere and start stalking you. And this was very stressful, and the only way to get rid of them was to get rid of all the enemies left in the level, which can be a little hard when you have a skeleton whale looking thing stalking you around. Number 2, the wall masters from The Legend of Zelda. Let me tell you something, the first time I saw these things, I had to stop playing the game because I got so freaked out. Eventually, I faced my fears and I beat the game. But who's not gonna get freaked out by a hand, literally, a hand, like the one in the Addams Family, but this one's like possessed or something. And it lurks around in the darkness, and when you least expect it, it comes down and takes you away. And the worst part is that if it takes you back all the way to the entrance of the temple. Number 3, Fanto from Super Mario Bros. 2. Here's another example of a possessed enemy in a non-scary game. This creepy mask guards a key, and when you grab this key, you become screwed, because the mask becomes possessed and it starts following you around like a psycho. And no matter where you go, for as long as you have that key, it will keep following you until you're dead. Number 4, the Reedbeds from The Legend of Zelda. And yes, here we go with The Legend of Zelda again, but this is another enemy that gave me nightmares in this game. Because you would be minding your own business, thinking about the world you're gonna save, and all of a sudden you see the zombie, and you're like, okay, no thank you, you're gonna walk around. So you start walking around it, and you want him to stay there, but no, he looks at you and starts following you. And all of a sudden, he makes this crazy scream, and it freezes you, and you're like, what the heck is going on? And he starts walking towards you, and eventually he jumps on you and starts eating you alive. That's the kind of stuff that gave me nightmares. Number 5, sharks in any video game. You know, I like sharks and I respect them, but I don't want to be in the water close to them. So every time I have to deal with a shark in a video game, it kind of stresses me out. A perfect example is Banjo-Kazooie. Remember, I was playing this years ago, and under a dock there was a collectible. So I decided to jump in the water to grab it, and all of a sudden, as soon as I jumped in the water, this huge shark came out of nowhere and tried to eat me. I was so scared after that, I did not want to deal with anything that had to do with water in that game. And another one was Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. There's a part where you have to fight this great white shark, and it's not just a great white shark, it's a 20 times bigger than you great white shark. And you have to fight him, and this thing is super fast, and it follows you around, and it eats you in one bite. And just thinking about it stresses me out. So let me know what enemies from video games that are not supposed to be scary freak you out. And if you like this video, please like and share. And if you haven't subscribed, I post videos every Monday on anything that has to do with video games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.